Imagine walking through a village where there are no roads, only peaceful canals. Picture a castle perched high on a cliff, overlooking a town that has barely changed in hundreds of years. Think of crystal clear lakes reflecting snow-capped mountains, colorful houses clinging to dramatic fjords, and landscapes so breathtaking they look like scenes from a fantasy movie. While millions of travelers rush to Paris, Rome, and London every year, Europe still hides incredible places that remain surprisingly undiscovered. These destinations offer stunning beauty, fascinating history, and unforgettable experiences. Without the overwhelming crowds, today, we're taking you on a journey to 10 hidden places in Europe that you'll want to add to your travel bucket list immediately. Stay until the end, because our number one destination is so magical that many travelers call it Europe's real-life fairy tale. Let's begin. Nestled along the banks of the Meuse River, Dinant is one of Belgium's most picturesque towns. At first glance, the colorful buildings reflected in the calm river look like a painting brought to life. Towering above the town is an impressive fortress carved into the cliffs. For centuries, this citadel protected the region from invading armies. Today, visitors can climb the hundreds of steps, or take a cable car, to enjoy breathtaking panoramic views. Dinant is also famous as the birthplace of Adolphe Sax, the inventor of the saxophone. As you stroll through the streets, you'll find beautifully decorated saxophone sculptures celebrating the instrument that changed music forever. Walking along the riverside feels peaceful and timeless. Cafes line the waterfront, offering the perfect place to enjoy Belgian waffles or rich Belgian chocolate while watching boats drift by. Unlike Brussels or Bruges, Dinant remains one of Belgium's best-kept secrets, making it an ideal destination for travelers looking for something authentic. Imagine living in a village where cars simply don't exist. Welcome to Giethoorn, often called the Venice of the Netherlands. Instead of roads, the village is connected by peaceful canals crossed by charming wooden bridges. The only sounds you'll hear are birds singing, gentle ripples in the water, and small electric boats quietly passing by. The thatched roof cottages look like something straight out of a fairy tale. Many are surrounded by colorful flower gardens that bloom beautifully during spring and summer. The best way to explore Giethoorn is by renting a small boat and slowly drifting through the canals. Every turn reveals another postcard-perfect view. Despite its growing popularity, Giethoorn still offers a relaxing escape from busy city life. It reminds visitors that sometimes the most beautiful journeys happen at the slowest pace. If you've ever dreamed of visiting a real-life fairy tale village, Hallstatt should be at the very top of your list. Nestled beside a crystal-clear alpine lake and surrounded by towering mountains, Hallstatt is often considered one of the most beautiful villages in the world. Its history stretches back more than 7,000 years, making it one of Europe's oldest continuously inhabited communities. The region became wealthy because of its salt mines, which were once known as white gold. Today, visitors wander through charming narrow streets lined with traditional Austrian houses decorated with colorful flowers. One of the most unforgettable experiences is taking the skywalk high above the village. From there, you'll witness breathtaking views of the lake, mountains, and rooftops below. Whether covered in colorful autumn leaves, sparkling snow during winter, or blooming flowers in spring, Hallstatt looks magical in every season. It's easy to understand why photographers and filmmakers from around the world continue to fall in love with this remarkable destination. We've only just begun. The next destinations become even more spectacular, including a medieval town frozen in time, an island with a magical church, dramatic Norwegian islands above the Arctic Circle, and finally the hidden European destination many travelers believe is more beautiful than Santorini. Stay with us, the best is still to come. Before we reveal Europe's most breathtaking hidden destinations, our journey continues to places where medieval history, stunning landscapes, and timeless traditions come together. These are places that many travelers overlook, but once you see them, you'll never forget them. Imagine stepping into a storybook where every street whispers tales from centuries ago. Welcome to Český Krumlov, one of Europe's best-preserved medieval towns. Built along a winding river, this charming destination has remained remarkably unchanged for hundreds of years. Colorful Renaissance buildings, cobblestone streets, and cozy cafes create an atmosphere that feels frozen in time. Dominating the skyline is the magnificent Český Krumlov Castle, the second-largest castle complex in the Czech Republic after Prague Castle. From its tower, visitors can enjoy breathtaking panoramic views of the red rooftops and the peaceful Vltava River below. Walking through the old town is like exploring a living museum. Around every corner you'll discover hidden courtyards, local artisan shops, historic churches, and quiet streets perfect for photography. As evening arrives and the crowds disappear, the town becomes even more magical. Warm lights reflect off ancient buildings while musicians perform in the town square, creating an unforgettable atmosphere. Seski Krumlov proves that sometimes the most beautiful places are the ones hidden away from the world's busiest tourist routes. Some places are beautiful, others seem almost impossible to believe. Lake Bled belongs to the second category. Located in the heart of Slovenia, this emerald green lake is surrounded by forests, snow-capped mountains, and dramatic cliffs. Rising from the middle of the lake is a tiny island crowned by a beautiful church whose bell has echoed across the water for centuries. According to local legend, anyone who rings the church bell while making a wish may see their dream come true. Visitors often reach the island aboard traditional wooden boats known as pletnas, gently gliding across the peaceful water. High above the lake stands Bled Castle, one of the oldest castles in Slovenia. Perched on a steep cliff, it offers one of the most spectacular views in all of Europe. Every season transforms Lake Bled into something new. Spring fills the hillsides with flowers, summer creates perfect reflections on the calm water, autumn paints the forests in brilliant shades of gold and orange, and winter covers the landscape with snow, turning it into a real-life fairy tale. No wonder photographers and filmmakers from around the world return here again and again. Hidden between towering mountains and the sparkling Adriatic Sea lies one of Europe's most underrated destinations. Welcome to Koper. This ancient fortified town sits at the edge of one of the world's most beautiful bays, often compared to a Norwegian fjord because of its dramatic scenery. Massive stone walls climb high into the mountains, protecting a maze of narrow streets filled with centuries-old churches, charming cafes, and lively squares. One of the greatest adventures here is climbing the historic fortress above the city. Although the journey involves hundreds of steps, every moment is rewarded by breathtaking views over the Bay of Koper, where blue water meets rugged mountains. Koper's history stretches back more than 2,000 years. Throughout the centuries, Romans, Venetians, and other great civilizations left their mark on this remarkable town. Today, visitors can still experience its rich heritage while enjoying delicious local seafood, relaxing beside the waterfront, or simply wandering through streets where every building tells another story. Unlike many Mediterranean destinations crowded with tourists, Koper still feels peaceful and authentic, making it one of Europe's true hidden treasures. We've now reached the halfway point of our journey, but the destinations still ahead are even more extraordinary. Next, we'll travel to the breathtaking Lofoten Islands in Norway, the remote Faroe Islands in the North Atlantic, and finally reveal the hidden European destination that many experienced travelers believe is the most magical place on the continent. Don't go anywhere, the best is yet to come. As our journey continues, the landscapes become even more dramatic. The next 3 destinations are places where nature and history come together in ways that seem almost unreal. These are the kinds of places that make travelers stop, stare, and wonder if they have stepped into another world. Far above the Arctic Circle lies a place where towering mountains rise straight out of the sea, colorful fishing villages cling to rocky coastlines, and the sky dances with the magical northern lights. Welcome to the Lofoten Islands. This breathtaking archipelago is one of Norway's greatest natural treasures. Although it is becoming more popular with photographers and adventurers, it still feels untouched and peaceful. For more than 1,000 years, people have lived here by fishing the rich Arctic waters. The iconic red wooden cabins, known as rorbur, were once homes for fishermen. Today, many have been transformed into cozy places where visitors can stay and experience life by the sea. During summer, the midnight sun shines almost all day, allowing travelers to hike, kayak, or simply admire the scenery late into the night. In winter, the islands become one of the best places in the world to witness the breathtaking aurora borealis. Whether you're standing on a mountain peak overlooking endless fjords or walking along white sandy beaches surrounded by snow-covered mountains, every moment in Lofoten feels unforgettable. Imagine 18 volcanic islands scattered across the North Atlantic Ocean, where waterfalls plunge directly into the sea, cliffs disappear into the clouds, and sheep outnumber people. Welcome to the Faroe Islands. Located between Iceland and Norway, this remote destination remains one of Europe's best-kept secrets. The islands are famous for their dramatic landscapes. Towering cliffs provide nesting grounds for thousands of seabirds, while winding roads lead to tiny villages with grass-roofed houses that seem untouched by time. One of the most incredible sights is Mjølefosser Waterfall, where crystal-clear water falls from green cliffs straight into the Atlantic Ocean. It's one of the most photographed places in the Faroe Islands, and once you see it, you'll understand why. The weather changes constantly, creating an ever-changing landscape of mist, sunshine, rainbows, and clouds. Every hour offers a completely different view. For travelers seeking peace, raw beauty, and unforgettable scenery, few places in Europe can compare to the Faroe Islands. Hidden among the mountains of eastern Spain is a town that many people have never heard of, but those who visit often call it the most beautiful village in the country. Welcome to Albarracin. Surrounded by ancient stone walls and built on a rocky hill, Albarracin looks almost exactly as it did hundreds of years ago. Its narrow, winding streets are lined with distinctive pink and terracotta-colored houses that seem to lean toward one another. Every corner reveals another breathtaking view, whether it's a medieval tower, a historic church, or a quiet square filled with flowers. Walking through Albarracin feels like traveling back to the Middle Ages. Cars are limited in the historic center, allowing visitors to fully enjoy the peaceful atmosphere. One of the highlights is climbing the ancient walls that overlook the town. From there, you'll enjoy spectacular views of the surrounding valleys, forests, and mountains. Despite its extraordinary beauty, Albarracin remains surprisingly unknown to international tourists, making it one of Europe's greatest hidden gems. We've reached the final stage of our journey. The destination you're about to see has enchanted poets, artists, kings, and travelers for centuries. With colorful palaces, mysterious forests, hidden gardens, and breathtaking views, many believe it is the most magical place in Europe. Let's discover our number one hidden destination. Our journey ends in a place that seems to exist between reality and imagination. Welcome to Sintra, Portugal's most enchanting destination. Just a short drive from Lisbon, Sintra is a town surrounded by lush green hills, mysterious forests, and magnificent palaces that look as though they were lifted straight from the pages of a fairy tale. The most famous landmark is the colorful Pena Palace, standing proudly on a mountaintop. With its bright yellow and red towers, elegant domes, and breathtaking views, it's unlike any castle you'll find anywhere else in Europe. Built in the 19th century, the palace combines Gothic, Moorish, Renaissance, and Romantic architecture into one unforgettable masterpiece. As you walk through its grand halls and beautiful terraces, you can almost imagine kings and queens looking out over the rolling hills hundreds of years ago. But Sintra is much more than one palace. Hidden among the forests lies the mysterious Quinta de Regalera, an estate filled with secret tunnels, mystical gardens, hidden lakes, and the famous initiation well, a spiral staircase that descends deep underground. Many visitors describe it as one of the most magical places they have ever explored. Nearby stands the ancient castle of the Moors, built more than 1,000 years ago. From its stone walls, you'll enjoy panoramic views stretching across forests, villages, and even the Atlantic Ocean on clear days. Every street in Sintra is full of charm. Small cafes serve traditional Portuguese pastries, local shops sell handcrafted souvenirs, and colorful houses create a warm, welcoming atmosphere. Morning mist often rolls across the hills, giving the entire town an almost dreamlike appearance. As sunlight breaks through the clouds, the palaces glow against the green landscape, creating scenes that photographers dream of capturing. Unlike many famous European destinations, Sintra still rewards those who take the time to wander beyond the busiest streets. Hidden gardens, quiet viewpoints, and peaceful walking trails reveal the true magic of this extraordinary place. It's no surprise that Sintra has inspired writers, artists, and travelers for centuries. Many leave believing they have discovered one of Europe's greatest hidden treasures. Europe is far more than its famous capitals and iconic landmarks. Beyond the crowds of Paris, Rome, and London lies another Europe, one filled with peaceful villages, dramatic mountains, crystal-clear lakes, ancient castles, and breathtaking landscapes that many travelers never get the chance to experience. From the medieval beauty of Český Krumlov, to the magical canals of Gjethoorn, the stunning scenery of Lake Bled, the dramatic cliffs of the Faroe Islands, the Arctic wonders of the Lofoten Islands, the timeless streets of Albarracin, and the fairy tale palaces of Sintra, each destination reminds us that the world's greatest adventures are often found away from the busiest tourist attractions. Travel isn't only about checking famous places off a list. It's about discovering hidden corners of the world, meeting local people, learning new cultures, and creating memories that stay with us for a lifetime. So, if you're planning your next European adventure, consider exploring these hidden gems. You may find that your favorite destination is one you've never heard of before. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which of these incredible places would you visit first? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another adventure. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and remember, the world is full of hidden wonders waiting to be discovered. See you in the next video.